Hello guys, AnimeUpRise, how's it going? Today's video we have another episode of Sakura Shrine Girls, episode 11. And yeah, with that said, let's just get started. So yeah, we're getting good at the story. I'm heading to school a bit early today. Grandpa got me up at the wrong time. He brushed it off, but I think he might be getting a little bit senile. Oh well, everyone makes mistakes. I shouldn't be too harsh on him. First mistake of the day, that's just how it goes. It's hard to imagine that he was just like me once, dealing with similar problems to mine. I suppose that's how... No, that's not how it is, man. That's not how it is. I suppose that's just how it is. Not having much to do, I decided to wander around for a bit. As long as I keep an eye on the time, everything should be fine. The coastline stretches out, its waters sparkling with the shining rays of the sun. The waves sound like they're speaking. Come to think of it, I haven't actually gone to the beach since I arrived here. I actually haven't went to a beach before. That's actually really cool. I never went to a beach before at all. I want to go to one, so maybe next time I go to Japan, I'll go to Okinawa or something, and I'll go check out the beaches there, or maybe even go to America, or even somewhere in Canada with beaches. I don't know. It'd be cool to go find some place that has like really cool beaches. You know, I wanted to go try and swim in the beach. Or the ocean anyway. Yeah, it's just really cool. I don't know. Random tangent. With all of the chaos I'm dealing with it day to day, I suppose I simply didn't have the time for it. One thing about living on the coast is that you wouldn't go to the beach every day. It would probably lose its novelty pretty quickly. I look out to the waves and feel a growing temptation. Why not? Might as well feel the sand in between my toes. Slowly taking off my shoes, I take a step on the sand. It's surprisingly pleasant. I didn't even realize how much sore my feet were. I can hear the whispers of the spirits here. The ocean is teeming with life. Just listening to the gentle, pleasant melody as it plays in front of me, it is truly sublime. I sit down, watching the waves roll in gently into the shore. There's no one else around right now, letting me have an unobstructed view of the ocean. I wonder what Nayoko and Kaya would be doing right now. When they are staying at their shrines, what exactly do they do to pass the time? Even Kaya would get bored of sitting there for too long, wouldn't she? Nayoko would probably be content to laze around in the sun until it's time to go. The two of them are far too mysterious for me to comprehend, but they look enough like normal girls, I suppose. It's then that I see someone in the surf. I guess I wouldn't be the only person here. Wait. No, don't tell me. I see a pair of white fuzzy ears sitting on top of her head. It's then that she sees me too. That's... nice. Oh, great. Oh, it's Toru. Nayoko comes bounding. Bouncing. Alright. Nayoko comes bounding out of the surf, wearing a bikini which leaves little to the imagination. You don't usually leave the house until much later. Why are you so awake so early? Please, Nayoko. And Kaya appears as well. Her swimsuit is completely dry, just like my mouth at the moment. This was the last thing I was expecting. Seeing these two dressed like this is taking my breath away. Calm down, Toru. Just clear your head. I was observing him and he appears to be enjoying some time to relax. There's no need to bother him right now. I shake my head. No, it's not a problem. I'm just a little surprised to see you both here. Really, I am surprised. I imagine the two of them only went to school together because they were stuck in the same class. They wouldn't both be here if they had not agreed to be here. I gotta go with Nayoko. I'm sorry, even after last episode with Kaio, I still have to go with Nayoko. Like, come on, man, look at her. You can't even see her face because my face cam's right there, but still, you know, I'm more of a fan of Nayoko, just in my own opinion. Although Kaio is still pretty good too, but you know, it has to go how it has to go. You look cute in that swimsuit, Nayoko. Really? Thank you, Toru. I can hear her purring. Nayoko's tail is standing up and showing off just how happy she is. The warm waves and the fish in the sand. I love all of it. I swear that I can hear her purring. The beach is so warm. I mixed up the voices a while back. I don't know what happened. It's like having some kind of sun-amplifying machine. I must admit that the warmth of the sand is rather pleasant on my skin. You're no fun, Kyle. You haven't even tried to get into the water. Come on, get in! I am more than content to remain here on the sand, thank you. As you might guess, I am not fond of the water. Nayoko pouts like a spoiled child. This is why I can't take you anywhere. And that's wrong voice, goddammit. You're always such a killjoy. Hey, it's fine. To enjoy the beach without getting in the water, you know. I'm surprised that Nayoko is so willing to get into the water. I know they're spirits, but they're also cats. So wouldn't a little bit of feline instinct and preference be a part of their thought processes? I don't know. I think that one of those things which I should just not think about too much. I guess so. Or no, I guess so. But you're missing out, Kaio. Kaio slowly picks herself up. I suppose I can try. Wait, really? Nayoko looks shocked. Yes. I might as well. She slowly walks up to the water. All so carefully, she puts one toe in. Not wholly unpleasant. She begins to walk deeper into the water, until it reaches up to her ankles. Nayoko and I just stand there waiting for her to go deeper in. It's an awkward moment or two before Nayoko finally decides to say something. You're only going in that far? Did you expect me to completely submerge myself? That's not exactly a reasonable request. But that's the point of being on the beach. If you ain't gonna swim, what's the point? Come on. Just let her enjoy the way she wants to enjoy it. I lean next to Nayoko. She's tried out something new. That's a big step, don't you think? Well, definitely, but it's just getting in the water though. So I'm here with Nayoko saying, hey, you should enjoy the water. Maybe I probably came at the bottom of the screen. I don't know, I don't really care. But still. I guess so. Just let her ease into it. Nayoko seems reluctant, but she doesn't say anything else. We have some time before we have to go to school, so let's enjoy this while we can. Despite herself, Nayoko smiles. I completely agree. Well, getting to watch these two play in the water while wearing bikinis, there's definitely no reason to complain. Yeah, you're right, my man. Toru knows what's the good qualities in life. Class came and went without much fanfare. Compared to what I saw on the beach, it was completely forgettable. Toru? Yeah, is something wrong? You've just been looking really happy today. I must admit, you have been in a good mood since we were at the beach. You decided me and my swimsuit really pleased you that much? These two are far more understanding of these dynamics than I expected them to be. Maybe the feelings of spirits ain't that different from humans. Maybe. Come on, I know it's true. Just admit it. I won't say that I disliked it. Aww. Her tail begins to wag from side to side. Stop being such a tease, Toru. You do not need to interrogate him, Nayoko. He will admit what he wishes to of his own free will. It is not best to push him if not necessary. I really don't mind. If I'm your priest, I need to be open to questions. Yeah, see, Kyle? You really don't worry too much about offending other people. Perhaps I do. It was a necessity back at home to be polite as possible. Well, we ain't at home anymore, are we? No. Well, we must remember that we are going to be representatives of our house in these lands. If we do not carry ourselves with the appropriate dignity and grace, then the spirits of this land may openly defy our authority. You don't need to be such a formal figurehead to be able to lead others. Hang on. Even if you two attend the Ascension Festival, spirits of the land can still defy you? They can. It is usually such a messy affair that they choose not to after all. But if a guardian spirit is settled into the shrine and the spirits do not listen to them, it can cause a number of unprecedented events across the land. When we have some power, their cooperation is preferable to us, forcing our will on them. But we were often told the stories of shrines whose spirits lost the respect of their dominion. The spirits of those lands often ran wild and to cause a lot of chaos. That doesn't sound particularly good. It's no wonder that this festival was so essential. I suppose that such a lack of order quickly plays out in places without any authority as well. So ideally, someone who can command their respect should partake in the Ascension Festival. As if anyone would respect someone who is so polite all the time. I will approach it my way, and you can approach it your way. You will see whose way is the correct one after the festival, Nayoko. I really wish these two would stop doing this to each other. They will probably spend the entire eternity arguing with one another after the festival's over if this keeps up. You'll see, Kaio. The spirits of this land will be flocking to me once I establish my dominion. Well, all of them will ignore you and your shrine will be forgotten. Do you really believe so? Of course that will happen. I completely believe you. Nayoko cheeks puff up. Don't push me off like that. I'll push you off in whatever way I please. Well then, if you could see if you could push me off like this. Like what? Oh, nothing. Just this. Nayoko completely tackles Kaio and messes with her. What are you doing? Get off me! Make me get off. What are you doing, Nayoko? She's reaching behind Kaio. And we're here at the thumbnail, which is, it's still not safe for work, but it's not as bad as yesterday's, so I'm okay with it. We're back. Her tongue will flick out of her mouth and begins to lick its way up Kaio's tail. Kaio immediately reacts to the sensation. The weird position they have ended up in gives me an unobstructed view of Nayoko's skirt as well. I don't even know what to say. I am so awed by the scene in front of me that I'm unable to utter a word. What are you doing, Nayoko? Nayoko doesn't seem to pay her any mind. She begins to drag her tongue slowly up and down Kaio's tail. Every single stroke makes Kaio react suddenly. You know my tail is sensitive. Nayoko stops for a moment. You know my ears are sensitive too. But that didn't make you stop. She returns to licking Kaio's tail. It erratically twitches around, only to be held by a place in Nayoko's hand. Soon Nayoko begins running her hand up and down the tail as well. Kaio's face turns red. So stop it! Don't do something like this in front of Toru. You said you were gonna push me off in whatever way you want. Try pushing me off a little like this. Mercilessly, Nayoko continues to stimulate Kaio's flicking tail. The tip of it tries to move away from her tongue. No more! Please let me go! But Nayoko doesn't let go. Without a single care in the world, she holds Kaio in place. It's just like what happened before with Nayoko's ears. Are both of those things sensitive for them? Kaio tries to crawl away from her, but she's pinned down by Nayoko's weight. All she can do is try her best to hold out against the merciless assault on her tail. I will have my revenge for this, Nayoko! Mark my words! Still no response. I try to speak out, but my words get stuck in my throat. Everything about this scene is just completely inappropriate. But I can't stand here and say nothing. If I'm going to be their priest, then I need to speak out with authority that they will listen to. That's enough. Stop right now, Nayoko. Come on, Toru. No, I mean it. Stop doing this right now. Nayoko seems reluctant. So she goes in for one last lick. But I give her a dirty look. She stops and lets out a heavy sigh. Fine. But only because Toru asked me to. And this is where we're going to end the episode. I was really trying to rush that part. Hopefully it wasn't too bad because I didn't want this episode to be way too long than usual. But yeah, this is fun. I like this episode a lot. It was fun. I feel like we're missing bits. But that's probably because I chose the Nayoko route. And we didn't see the ear licking part for the Kaio. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the new content with visual novels and everything. So yeah, I want to keep going with this. I'm going to get better at visual novel reading. And I think I'm already feeling myself getting better at reading aloud anyway. So I'm getting better at this. There's still a lot of cuts. Hopefully it's like going on with more visual novel series. Things will get easier and less editing won't be needed. But for now, editing is going to be pretty strong. So anyways, with that said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads, and I'll see you guys all next time. Johnny.